recording. Okay. The reason why I created this particular power hour, it was a while back. I was in a company where the ladies were doing power hours all the time, and I just didn't feel right. First of all, for coming from an internet marketing point of view, I preferred marketing over reaching out. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be marketing. You should be creating curiosity and getting people to come to you and ask you what's up. That's the best way to prospect, for sure. However, or the most comfortable. However, in order for us to be successful in business, and I know this true even for internet marketing, and in any other company, any other thing that you want to really promote, you've got to reach out to people and talk to them. If you opened a pizza place, you would get in touch with people in town and let them know, hey, I'm going to be opening up, going to have a grand opening on June 15th for this pizza place, blah, blah, blah. You would do it. So we're in a business, and it's really important that we treat it like a business, and power hours, this is the single most effective way to jumpstart your business, whether you have a bunch of experience or none. And I wanted to create a power hour that would be good for the experienced prospector and for the people that are just getting started or have limited time and want to just bust out something every week so they have people to talk to and build up that pipeline is what I call it, having people to talk to. Now, what I had noticed in the past was that I got on these power hours, and first of all, nobody was telling me what was going on. I had no idea. And you'll notice some people will come in about 16 minutes late to these guys and will say, well, nothing's happening. Well, it's because you missed out on all the stuff that we talked about and we're trying to work. Or I would get on a power hour, there'd be nothing but clacking keys and music in the background, extremely distracting to me. And so I said, let me make one that I'm going to feel good about, that's going to build my prospecting muscle and help me reach out and touch more people's lives. So I knew that affirmations, we got to do it because we need to hold posture when we're having conversations with people. All sorts of things are going on in people's lives. You, me, everybody's got something going on that can alter your ability to maintain posture. So we do some affirmations. It's short, it's sweet. We just say them out loud together. Your family might think you're crazy. That's okay. And if you don't want to say it out loud, maybe you're at the Starbucks. Just make sure that when you are reading it and hearing me, that you're using your own voice in your mind to say them again. It's your subconscious mind believes you more than anybody. Then we move into the second section, and this is like the very powerful section because I have heard time and time again, hey, I don't have anyone to talk to, but yet they got 3,000 friends on their Facebook. So you have 3,000 people to find out if they're open or not. So we have people to talk to. So the goal is during that section is to reach out to as many current Facebook friends during a 15-minute period. Now, ideally, 10 would be great. That does not necessarily happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen at all. Sometimes you're lucky to get 3 or 4, but that's okay because you can take that section and use it, your first 20 minutes of your business day and your last 20 minutes of your business day and easily reach out to 10 new people on your current list. And I like to, well, I'll tell you about that when we get there. I like to reach out to people I haven't talked to yet. I love cold messaging. I just do. Number 3 is we move into guru time. This is when we start exploring opportunity to meet new people that we think would be either great Facebook friends that we can learn from or become partners with us or a customer with us. So I love guru time. I find it a lot of fun. And I'll explain how I do it and how you can do it. And we do that for about 10 minutes. Oh, you hear that? That's my new my new thing. Hello? Oh my gosh, that's killing me. I should put my phone on airplane mode, I think. Another thing, if you are using your phone to do the actual talking, hopefully you are still in front of a laptop so you can look at their pages, but we'll get into that anyway. The final section is we start following up with people that are returning our messages from this section. And I highly suggest that when they start messaging you back, you ignore their message until here. Also, as you build your muscles and you talk to people, hopefully you're writing down their names. This is a great time to follow up with people that you reached out to 4 to 8 days ago, even 30 days ago. So that usually, by the time we get here, the hour's up and I release you on your own to go ahead and do that follow-up. But you never know. Sometimes we're in here as well. Hello, Tommy. Good to see you. So let's go ahead and start the affirmations. Let me clear my throat. All right. I'm I'm doing the keto diet, and my inflammation in my chest is way less. I'm so excited. So I'm not coughing as much all the time. Um, yes, I know, but there's it depends. You know, Christine. I think that, in my opinion of you, I think that you could pull that off really easily. I know that when somebody voice messages me, I don't listen to it unless we're like buddies, because I just don't. I don't know why. So everyone's got a little bit different on that. There's some people that say definitely use them. There's some people that say don't. It really, if you would open them, then you should use them. You know what I'm saying? Because you are always going to naturally attract the people that are similar to you. If you don't like getting voice messages, don't even start using them yet. Wait until you've got to the place that you do like them, because that's kind of like the whole purpose of this power hour. For me, I did not reach out to anyone. I've been in this business a long time, and I just resisted it. And until I knew I had to embrace it, boom. Oh, absolutely. Happy birthdays. Shoot, you could even make individual videos and throw them in there. Forget about it. Absolutely. They definitely love that. So we're gonna get into the affirmations. Yup, yup. Okay. Now, like I said, I really suggest you say these out loud as well, because your subconscious mind definitely loves to hear your voice. My business is growing and expanding every day. My business is booming. I'm meeting new people every day that want to be a part of my team. I'm in the midst of a recruiting frenzy, and my team grows quickly. Every business action I take expands and enhances every area of my life. I inspire people to pursue personal freedom in every area of their lives. My team is expanding and growing all around the world now. I attract highly motivated people into my business easily and frequently. My position in my company is constantly and easily going higher and higher. What would make it inevitable for me to enroll 3 new customers today? I'm earning more money than ever before. I'm known as a go-getter because I take massive action in my business every day. What I used to think was hard comes easily to me now. I'm really good at reaching my goals. Other people think I'm lucky. I have a knack for finding and sharing solutions. Why is it so easy for me to communicate effectively with people? I'm a powerful and charismatic leader. I now earn $5,000 more this month than last month. I am so happy and grateful that I'm a home-based business professional. And one of my favorite questions, and this is from my friend Mark Overson, ask yourself, whose life would be infinitely better because you succeed? Whose life will be infinitely better because I succeed? And sit down and think about that at some point. Maybe do it once a week. I love that question. Okay, so here we go. Whoa, where am I going? I'm just going to do this. Boom. So I'm going to show you how I find 10 new conversations, and most of the time this works pretty good. As a matter of fact, the other day, on Tuesday, it was like 20 people in there. I'm like, what? And this is how I do it. Now, I know some people out there are saying that form is nonsense. I don't know about that. I think that reaching out to people and using form is a good idea. It's not the same as face-to-face, though. That would be a little bit different. So what I do is I reach out to people. I start a conversation with them. I make sure I'm looking at their profile when I'm talking to them. Trust me, they can tell. I know I can. It's super important, guys, that you're looking at people. Especially because one of your goals by the end of today, the people that you reach out to today, is you're going to want to ask them if they're open. And if you're asking somebody if they're open before you even bother to look and find out that they just, put down their family dog for 15 years, that's probably not the day to do that. So if you're not looking at them, you could run into some mistakes with that. I'm just saying, I see it all the time. And when I see people complain about it on Facebook, I always screenshot it and put it in the group to show you why it's so important. I know I don't like being asked, hey, where do you live? Where are you from? Because if they were looking at me, it's all listed right there on my profile. It's like obvious. I don't even have it hidden anywhere. It's like there. So that's a really big deal. I think it's important to be looking at them. Now, what I do is I go over to, I got a lot of stuff on there. Let's see, get out of here. Okay. Over here on your Explore tab, now this is the first time it's ever happened live. Under this Explore tab, which is underneath your shortcuts, there's a bunch of awesome stuff here. Now I want you to look for, and I have to click see more. This is the first time ever I've ever had to click see more. Easy. What's going on with that? So I'm looking down this. Oh, they changed the name of it. That's why I thought. It's called Memories now. It used to be called On This Day. So let me go over here and make sure I'm going to change the name of this because we don't want to be saying it the wrong way. Facebook's doing lots of changes. Memories app on the profile. Okay. So here on the Memories, what they're going to do is they're going to share with you a bunch of information about what you've posted and people you've become friends with over time since the time you started your particular profile. And it'll go from 1 year ago to 5 years ago. Depends on how long it is. This is my second profile, so it doesn't go back as far as my time on Facebook has been. So this is also a really great time to release maybe some things that you no longer want in your history. You know, maybe an old company or maybe a time where you weren't such a great marketer and you were being a little spammy. Those kind of things is a good time to release those kind of things. And I did find out what this plant was. And it's awesome. So as you're looking through here, they've changed it a little bit. It tells you 1 year ago, which is great. You're going to find people that you made friends with on this day. And I'm just moving through, waiting, and looking to see if I find anybody that I've made friends with on this day. I'm wondering if they moved it. Because sometimes I haven't made any friends, but most of the time I got a pretty good. I might have to reinvent this thing now. Oh, okay, here. Friends made on this day. They just condensed it. That's fantastic. And you can see 1 year ago, 1 year ago, 4 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So what I'm going to do. So for me, this 15-minute section is going to. If I can get through all these people, I have to keep looking. Because you don't want to just give up. You want to keep going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I do it. So I right-click and open the link in a new tab. And I look at them. And I say to myself, what's going on? First thing I'm going to say is, do I still want to be friends with this person? Another thing I might notice, hey, if they haven't posted since 2015, maybe they're no longer active. Or they've changed careers and didn't want that profile anymore. She is active. 26 minutes ago, she posted. We have 4 mutual friends, which is great. And what I'm going to look for is something that I resonate with. And this one in particular, I totally do. And I'm going to write something short and sweet. The reason I'm writing something short and sweet is because that's how I behave on Facebook. If you get a little bit more philosophical in your comments, take the time to do that right now. Because short and sweet will come off really inauthentic. If I come in here and start being all flowery and doing things that are just not in my personality, she's going to notice and she's going to be waiting for this, for the big question to come. And that's not what we want. We want people to be disarmed, not build resistance as soon as you message. So boom. That's about as philosophical as I get in anybody's message or anybody's page. So I'm not going to do that again, though, because they will also spot you from a mile away. You haven't talked in who knows how long. I'll show you how long it's been. I don't even remember becoming friends with this person. So I'm glad that I am because she looks pretty cool to me. So I'm going to hit the message button. I'm going to show you. Let's see what I did. Okay, I have actually pitched her Melaleuca, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to continue to message her. So I'm just going to say, hey, Amy, what's going on? I just came across in our memories that this is our friend anniversary. I want to say happy anniversary, friend anniversary, and I really love that post that you shared because that's something that's big for me right now. Is just being really assertive in my life, and that's how you're gonna do it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the timer so you don't have to worry about time. I don't want you to be all stressed out about time. And where's my phone? I had to factory reset my phone. Oh my gosh, I lost all my contacts. So I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and gently let you know that we're back in action. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. I'm gonna mute myself, and you will be able to just work your little brains out and have fun. And I will see you in 15. Bye. All right, guys, time is up. I got about 4 people in. It was not as many as I would like, but I'll continue that later, and I suggest you guys do too. Let me go back over here. Another thing that's really important about that particular time, because you're reaching into people that you might see that you haven't really talked to in a long time, is adding them to a friends list that specifically is related to them. So say, let me go ahead over to Abdul, just because I'm right here. And go ahead and click. Is it going? Is it going? I think I'm really making my thing crazy. Okay, here it comes. So this is how you do that, and just in case you don't know. Go over this way, and right over you hover over the friends bar, then you add to. I'm gonna make lunch as soon as the power hour is over, okay? No, we're gonna have bacon and eggs and avocados. Okay, maybe I'll make you a peanut butter and jelly with the bacon in it. Okay, can you shut the door? I'm doing a power hour. Okay. That's the cutest kid ever. So what I do is I have a bunch of different lists that I use. Now, one really super powerful one is the Melaleuca prospect list. And this way, and I could probably go ahead. No, he's in the UK. I'm not open in the UK, so I wouldn't add him there. But or you could add people to the Melaleuca team, like you guys. If we're friends, I probably have you in the Melaleuca team list. Now, what does this do for you? It really makes. Let me move this thing. I got this thing all over the place. It makes following up with people a little bit easier as well. And let me show you that. I don't know why I see this, because this is one page I do not like. Let me see here. Let me check this, make sure. I'm sorry, guys. I just like to make sure I'm cleaned up. All right. When you go over here to friends lists, once you have folks on that list, you can say, okay, like I could send out, like I have a keto group. I could send a message to everyone in the keto group without anybody else seeing it, just because they're on that list, okay? Melaleuca prospects, I can come over here and do some follow-up based on who's already on this. You know what I'm saying? And I got 792 people on there. So I could go through here one by one and reach out to them and say hello. Or I could make sure I'm interacting with their page so they see my posts. And another thing that happens that's really amazing, say I want to post something about Melaleuca, but I don't necessarily want everybody in the world to see it. I can literally, let me go ahead and click on this. I can go to this button here. My computer's running a little slow. It's so tired right now. And I can go to more. And I can see all. And it's going to open that up for me. Hold on a second. I just want to show you how to do this, just in case you didn't realize that you could post directly to specific lists. My computer's going slow. Okay, yeah, it's acting really crazy. I might not be able to show you, but I could literally make a post that only goes to my Melaleuca prospects. I can make a post that only goes to the Melaleuca team, or I could make a post that only goes to specific friends, all that fun stuff, and that's great. So, look, I've got somebody that came back. She was the first girl we talked about. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the guru time. And this is a lot of fun. I'm going to select a guru for demonstration purposes. You can use that guru, or you can find another guru. Sometimes it's good to have your guru in alignment already, because what you're looking for is something really specific. Now, I prefer to go look for network marketing trainers or network marketing professionals The reason I like to do that is because I don't want to spend a lot of time teaching people how to set up a profile on Facebook or understanding some things that I learned a long time ago. I don't want to do that. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't bring somebody into Melaleuca and as a customer and then teach them how to do it down the road. Absolutely. But when I'm looking for specific people to be friends with, that's the kind of person I want to connect with. Forward thinking, business minded people. Now you could also use interest based groups or pages to help you find new friends too. So I'll give you an example. I really love farmscaping, permaculture, all that stuff. I could use those kind of things as an example. I could go to, let me see. I just watched an amazing thing. Polyface Farm. Okay, this guy's like amazing. And I could go to his business page and find people because I know they're going to interact. I know they're going to interact with him. So I could go over here and find some people that are interested in that kind of thing as well. And that particular demographic might actually be pretty good for this particular kind of opportunity. However, they might not have open profiles or anything like that. So I'm going to give you an example of how that can be. Let me show you what a guru is also. Over 10,000 likes, okay? Definitely. Anything under that, you're fishing in small ponds. Instead of being an asset to a community, you're taking away from a community, and you don't want to do that. You want to be an asset to the community. Now, I already have 13 friends that like Polyface Farms. This guy is sustainable agriculture, and he deals in meat. So I could find a post and look for interactions. So there's 40 interactions here. And what I could do is I could click on that. Go ahead, show me the whole thing. Oh my God, Facebook, what are you doing? Okay, here it comes. And it would be the same kind of situation that I'd use on a guru page. And I would wait for this list to come up. I always go to the reactions, and it's coming. And I'm going to look for people that have less than 10 mutual friends because I want fresh people on my page. I usually don't go and try to connect with somebody that has 0 unless I know I'm going to reach out. If you're going to ask for a friend request, make sure you're sending a message. And you could say, hey, something like Facebook suggested us because based on similar interests. And I looked at your profile and I thought they were right. So I would like to know if I could send you a friend request. Right? So easy. Or you could do something else. So let's see, Pam Rackley, we have a mutual friend. She doesn't have a follow button. I prefer to follow because Facebook knows I don't send a lot of friend requests. So you can use a interest-based style to do this, but I am going to use a guru. And I'm gonna, oh, my computer is really running low. I don't know why. Let's go with, I'm gonna go with Mark Hoverson. And I probably should go to his personal page because he's just not as active on his business page. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. And he did a really great webinar that he streamed live on Facebook that was phenomenal. One of my favorites he's ever done. He's one of my favorite people. And you see 326 people reacted to this. Okay. Now there's going to be a lot of people that I already know because I used to be in a business that he was a main attraction in. Actually changed my life when I connected with this gentleman. So this list is going to load, and I'm not going to look for a bunch of people that I've already been friends with, or for a bunch of people that I have a lot of connections with. But I'm going to look for people that have some connection. So this guy has 2 mutual friends, and I'm going to look at him before I make any decisions. Is this a guy I want to be friends with? Well, he doesn't have a Facebook cover, but he has some pretty interesting mutual friends. And he doesn't have a follow button, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't find something that I would want to connect with him about, you know? But for the purpose of this, to show you how I do it, I'm not going to use that one. And see if I could find some more. So Brandon Webb, we have 6 mutual friends. See, I would not go to Rebecca Bardis. She has 136. Andy Dumpy would be very good. But he's not, doesn't look like. Usually you can just hover to see if they have a follow button, and he does. So I'm going to open him in a new tab. That's what I'm looking for because I want my team to have follow buttons. So I want them to already have it. We are not friends. We have 6 mutuals, perfect amount. And it doesn't look like there's not a lot of people in our team that are part of that list. I'm going to hit the follow button, and I am going to find one post, and I'm going to react to it. I'm either going to react or comment, depends on how public the profile is. And this is funny, so I'm going to hit the ah. So why I do that is because he's going to get a notification that I followed him first. Then he's going to get a notification that I reacted to one of his posts. So then he's going to be more likely to go say, let me go see who this Tara Woodruff is, who's stalking me. And when he comes over to my profile, he's going to say, holy shit, I've been looking to be friends with a woman like this my whole life. And he's going to send me a friend request. And that's why I do it that way. I like getting friend requests. I don't like giving friend requests. Like I said, if you are a friend requester and Facebook knows it and it's okay with you, I get shut down. It tells me I'm abusing the feature. Make sure you're sending a message with them and saying something like, you saw that if you chose Mark Hoperson in that webinar, be like, I saw that webinar yesterday too, and I saw that you were there. Holy moly, was that one of the best webinars he's ever done? And then you have something to talk about. Hey, I want to send you a friend request. I would like to connect with you on a more friend level. I like to have friends. So that's what you would do. You would make sure you do it that way. So we're going to do 10 minutes. I'm going to set the timer over here. You don't have to worry about anything. I will tell you when time is up so that you can just happily make new connections. And hopefully you will have success. If you find a guru who doesn't have a lot of interactions on their posts, move on to another one and do it quickly because you want to follow or friend request a few people during this 10 minutes. You want to do the best you can. So I'm going to start the timer, and I'm going to mute and unshare the screen. I'm also not going to respond to that lady until the guru time is over. Okay? So here we go. Woot woot. I did pretty good that time. Feel like I got a lot of follows in. Hopefully it turns into some friend requests. I would say generally if I follow 10 people, I'll have 5 friend requests from them. And that's awesome. And if I discover them again doing a guru time, like, oh, I'm already following them, I'll keep interacting with their page. And, or I'll send them a friend request. Like, hey, I've been following you for a while. I'd like to be connected here. Whatever. The key is to make sure there's somebody you actually accept a friend request from. You just don't want to randomly. They could have a follow button, but that's why I say open up their page, because they might not be down with anything that you're down with. You might not resonate at all. They could be posting pictures of stacks of money and whatnot, and that might not be your thing. So think about that when you're doing this. It can go really quickly or it can go a little slower. It depends on where you're at. My computer was running really slow. So I got about 10 follows in, and that was all the computer would let me do. So, and that's all I need to do. I like to, also during the week, I like to separate these sections up. So say the first 15 minutes of my day, I'm reaching out to people on my friends list. And say an hour or so later, I'll do a guru time and follow some new people. And then I'll go back and do another 15, 20 minutes of maybe cold messaging. And that's a whole nother thing. That's going into groups and finding people that you like to just straight up say, what's up? You want to talk to me or what? And it works. All of it is excellent. So yeah, a lot of people, I don't know. Let me go look at your page. Let me do that. Gosh, my computer's really running slow. Maybe I should take the Invisible Empire out. And I'm gonna go on over here. Go to your page. And you do have a follow button. So you don't have to worry about it. But what if you don't have a follow button, you want one? Okay, you would go to settings. Let me just show this right away. Privacy, timeline and tagging, location, language, Facebook. I'm trying to remember where this would be. It could be on privacy. Okay, yes it is. So under privacy, your activity, who can see your future posts? Public. Review all posts you're tagged in. I use the activity log. I don't want random stuff just on my wall. Limit the audience for posts you've shared friends with. You can. Who can send you friend requests? Everyone. Who can see your friends list? Only you. That's super important. Who can look you up with an email address? That's pretty cool because some people are brand new to Facebook and they want to find their friends. Phone number, and do you want search engines? It's not there. Where is it? Timeline and tagging. Who can post on your timeline? I have friends. This is one of those things I set up so long ago. Security, login. No. Public posts. Who can follow me? Okay, it's under public posts. So what you do is the drop down menu, and you go to settings, and then you go to public posts, and there, who can follow me? You want to make sure this is on public. Okay, this way someone that you don't know can follow you. Some people, like I'm a follower. Some people don't understand quite that or what, but it's nice to have followers, people that interact with your stuff, and get your notifications that aren't even friends with you. You never know what's going to happen. I usually, when I get a notification someone follows me, I try to go back and look at their wall if I can find them. That's why I do that comment. Like I make sure I comment or react to something so that they can do that. But have that so that you can have followers. Also, there's a certain amount of credibility that starts happening with that too. Let me see. Let me do this. Show it to you as if view as. So if you're looking at me from public, okay, you would be able to see how many people follow me. And that's awesome. You can't see how many friends I have because I have that blocked. Unless you have friends with me in common, you will see those people. So this public profile is awesome. Like I said, if I wanted to share something that was something that was strictly Melaleuca related and I didn't want the whole world to see it, you wouldn't see it in my public profile. You'd have to be on that list. So, you know what I'm saying? These are only public posts you're seeing. That's not what my entire profile looks like all the time. I like to I mix it up. Per post, I'm different. Some are friends, some are like this one's a public post. This one is a friends only post. So you didn't see that on my public view. That's I made cheese yesterday. That's what that's about. This one I made public. This one I did friends only. That one I did public. This one I did friends only. I try to keep my granddaughter, even though she's a huge part of my life, I try to keep her pictures friends only, just because. You know, that doesn't mean that she's not awesome and most people can't see it. It's just what it is. So, with that being said, let's go on back over here. And don't ever beat yourself up if you respond to somebody before it's just a little posture thing, and it really doesn't matter. If you want to immediately respond to somebody, you go right ahead. You know, this is when, like I said, I follow up the people that I've reached out to earlier. I also have plenty of people to follow up from a few days ago, and I like to follow the Ray Higdon follow-up method, and that is follow up until they're gone or tell you, or they're being mean to you. If someone gets mean to me, they're done. They're done. They've disqualified themselves from being my friend, my business partner, or my customer. I don't want any of that. So what I do is my first follow-up be like, hey, I'm so sorry I haven't followed up with you. I've been super busy with doing power hours, or super busy with strategy sessions, or introducing new people to our system. You know, I apologize. How are you doing? I do not ever say, hey, so have you thought about it? Or I know you went on the overview, and you know, what did you think? I don't do that. That's something that you do right then and there when an overview is over. 4 days away, you just say, hey, I just want to catch up and see how you're doing. And do not mention business anymore. You give them a little update, but that's it. And something truthful and innocuous. And then they may come back and say, hey, oh my God, thank God you messaged me. I totally forgot. I wanted to reach out to you. I did go on that overview, and I'm like, what? And I just had to wait till payday, and I just got paid. So let's do this. I want a home conversion pack. And boom, you're in. But don't worry yourself if they don't respond to you. That's none of your business. Your business is when they do. So that could be that's one of the things that was really hard for me for prospecting in the past, and that's why I didn't do it. I hated being rejected. You know what? I don't care. Because if I don't go out there and put myself out on the line, how am I going to find the people that really, really could be touched by what I have to offer? So that's my first follow-up. Second follow-up is about 30 days out. And this is when they've ignored the first one, or they said no, or whatever it was. You can go back to them and say, hey, Joe, what's going on? I just wanted, I know this isn't a fit for you. I just wanted to reach out and see if there's anybody that you know that like to remove the toxins from their home. Or is there anyone that you know that has asthmatic children in their home? Or is there anybody that you know that would like to have an ethical home-based business? And then stop and let them answer. And if they don't answer, guess whose business that is? Nobody's, not yours. Don't worry about it. When you do that little takeaway, sometimes they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I saw your message that one time and I totally forgot to get back to you. And oh my gosh, thank God you did. I just got paid. Let's get a home conversion pack. You might get that once out of every 30 people. But you know what? That's a lot better than not reaching back at all. And that's how I roll. And that's how I suggest you roll too. You don't always have to bring up business every time. You will build resistance. They'll stop wanting to talk to you. And because you want to continue to build rapport, whether or not they say yes or no. Rapport is more important after you've asked the question to me. I know that when somebody comes into the inbox with me and they're like, hey girl, what's going on? How's your summer going? Oh my God, Stella's so cute. What is it you're working on these days? I know what's coming. And if you think for a second they don't know what's coming, you're wrong. I much prefer someone say, hey, I'd love to catch up with you. However, I'm in this message box right now for a specific reason. I just wanted to reach out to you because I've been thinking about you and I'm trying to follow that 5-second rule. Hey, would you be open to connecting more with me regarding a side income project I'm working on? Or would you be open to connecting more with me regarding how I remove the toxins from my home and save a whole bunch of money? Get that answer. They will appreciate it, especially the more successful they are in their business, the more they appreciate you getting to the point. And if they aren't, that's also really good for the people that have nothing to do with this industry. They really they appreciate that because they have some friends that are probably tagging them in their, body wrap stuff and their tooth polish stuff. They haven't even understood what it meant to be approached professionally, and you're doing it. So get to the point, and if they're like, "Oh no, I'm not open to that," no problem, no biggie. That's awesome. So how's everything going? Are you guys going on vacation this summer? We've been doing a lot of hiking. That's when you get back into the rapport building, and you keep them on your follow-up list, and you keep building rapport. And then again, you might ask again when you see. I know I asked you before. I know I approached you before, and it wasn't. This isn't like the right time. But I noticed that you had posted, and stop me if I'm wrong. But I noticed that you had posted that your daughter had to use a nebulizer because of the allergies. I just wanted to say, hey, I want to reach out to you again. And you go ahead and ask again. They'll probably be a lot softer at that point. So that's my advice. And I hope that you enjoyed it and take it and use what you use. Use what's going to be good for you in your business. It's got to be really your personality that comes through in it. And I know that you learn a lot from all of us. All of us have a different way of doing it. And that's really exciting because it works for everybody. What you are going to work best at are the things that are going to work best for you. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys. Go ahead and get that follow-up going. And, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I'm really excited today. I want to thank you so much, guys. And I will see you on the other side. Bye.